Capital is a novel about London that I've been mulling over for a number of years. I started working on it about the end of 2005, early 2006. And I wanted to write a big novel about basically about things I could see out my window in terms of how London had changed, and in particular what seemed to me when I started it was very obviously a moment, it was the peak of a bubble. And I felt sure that that bubble would pop. I thought it was actually just a property bubble that would pop, and in fact it turned out to be this whole other sort of global systemic thing. If the capital city is seen as, in some profound sort of structural way, different from everywhere else, it's as it were, it's where the government is, it's where the rich people there are, it's where all the people you see on telly are, and then there's us, the poor, the governed, the outside. I think that's a negative direction of travel for Britain. It may be that if a London property bubble pops, at the moment it's being sustained by a lot of money coming in, particularly from the EU, which is basically capital flight from the EU. And if that bubble pops, it may be that the kind of gas leaks out of the balloon and things gradually kind of re-equalise. There's a very basic distinction between being a place people want to go to and a place people want to flee from, and most of London's problems come from being the first kind of place, and that's a much better set of problems to have than the other sort. In terms of the political choices available to Londoners as Londoners, it's frankly depressing, to be having a rerun of Boris v Ken. Nothing against them as individuals, but it's a pretty narrow range of options for, what people can with a straight face describe as the capital of the world. Is it really the best the system can do? I can't look half a century into the future of London. I think, looking a few years ahead, it may be that if the sort of bubble-ish thing calms down a bit, we may well go through something like what the Japanese went through, two decades of relatively flat growth. And actually, in lots of ways, culturally and humanly, that's been a good thing for Japan.